Welcome to my garden. In this video, I would like to tell you why you would need to use Epsom salt in your garden if you want to produce beautiful large tomatoes. Epsom salt is made up of hydrated magnesium sulfate, that's magnesium, sulfur, hydrogen and oxygen. This is important to healthy plant growth and can help plants to grow bushy. This also encourages and improves flower blooming and enhances a plant's green color. You can use Epsom salt as part of the fertilizers that you put into your soil at the start of sowing in spring. And you'd also continue to apply Epsom salt, which is soluble in water, as you water your garden along its growing journey. Epsom salt can also be used as foliar feeding on the leaves of plants. Plants that love Epsom salts include peppers, tomatoes, roses, and a few others that produce flowers because it enhances flower production in plants. Now, in tomatoes, where we have to pinch and cut and a little here and there, it actually helps prevent the plant from growing into shock when you do some of your nip tuck on all the suckers and leaves that you don't want. Also, when you harvest, Epsom salt helps prevent the plant from going into shock. Another plant that's also very much in need of Epsom salt is the sweet potatoes, because you have to bury the stem so many times, healing it, and they don't like to bruise. The leaves of plants are important to their health. When you have healthy leaves on potato plants, they will deliver bigger roots, which is what we want to harvest. This is also the case for yams and other tubers. Yes, it's true, a plant should not have so much foliage because this would actually impact on the size of the roots that we will find below. But all the same, the leaves must be lush and green for us to know that proper photosynthesis is taking place and the leaves are receiving sunlight energy and converting it in photosynthesis. It is very great for us to use Epsom salt in our gardening as foliar spray, as a mix in the soil. What we just need is a measure of a spoonful to a 5-liter gallon once a week. We can also now just liberally spray this concentration on the leaves directly. That's what's called foliar feeding. And the leaves in your garden will be lush. The garden will be beautiful. It will produce in its time. It's very good for us to be able to use this because it's not a product, it's a naturally existing item. It exists, it is taken out of the soil, it's just Epsom salt. It's not as if it was made and is something that's used for stomach conditions, for bathing. But when you apply it in your gardening, you can see large fruits, big, beautiful fruits, And you can also observe the greenness of the leaves, looking healthy, which increases their resistance to disease. When a plant is able to resist diseases, then it's able to get along on its way to producing its fruit, to developing its roots. These are the things that we need when we're gardening, because it's not every plant that you grow that is for fruits, like these tomatoes. Some of them are for roots. So I'm showing this video in preparation for when we are growing our root crops, the potatoes and the yams. It will need foliar feeding for the leaves, so the leaves can be buoyant and ready for photosynthesis, because we have a very short period and we want the leaves to do that photosynthesis and get our crops ready when we want to harvest. Epsom salt is a blessing for it to exist, and we don't have to, first of all, take it to a factory and turn it left and right before it becomes what it is. People actually would use Epsom salt to settle stomach discomforts. It's used in baths. It's used in skin care. It's also very important in gardening. The tomatoes come along big, beautifully red, and you'll be amazed. I have my tomatoes, about 10 of them, in just a 3 square foot bed, and you can see they grow so well because there is no risk of diseases. When a plant has a good body already with proper leaves, diseases will find it much harder to catch on to them. This is why Epsom salt is something that actually helps the plants to restrain diseases. They become disease resistant. So please get your Epsom salt when you want to grow a garden. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you've been able to gain a few things. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. Bye.